Well, it's been claimed that the female of the species is more deadly than the male. But when the mailman is a woman, well, here on Pins and Needles, waiting for her arrival, we find Fibber McGee and Molly.
Oh, for goodness sakes, McGee, settle down.
Oh.
What are you expecting in the mail that's so important?
Now, you wait and see. It's something that might change the whole course of our lives.
Well, that appeals to me, too. Though I will say, dearie, that life with you has never a dull moment.
Really? You don't just say that just because you admire me.
No, I just say that because I'd admire a dull moment now and then. With you, I never know what's going to happen next, so I always expect the worst.
Well.
And I'm rarely disappointed, in spite of the fact that I've lived through it, which is surprising when I come to think of it, which I try not to.
Well, just the same, did you ever stop to realize what a person could do if he knew exactly how to handle every situation as it come up?
Certainly. He'd go on information, please, and make a mug of Oscar Levant.
You don't get me.
I got you once. Do I have to keep doing it?
Oh, listen, Molly, this is serious. I'm expecting something in the mail that's going to make me rich and healthy and smart.
Heavenly days. Doesn't the government have enough criticism without you expecting miracles?
Okay, scoff if you want to. Be right. But this is important. What if something happened that I could look into the future and know exactly what was going to happen to us?
It'd be sickening. So we have enough trouble with what has happened? Who wants to peek into the future? Admitting for the sake of argument that you have one.
Well, for instance, suppose I had advanced knowledge that a certain stock was going to go up.
Yeah, you said you had that knowledge in 1929, and what happened? We were broke for 4 years.
Yeah, but there'd be no guesswork with this. I'd know. I could buy, say, amalgamated garbage can at 22, and ride it up to 49 and sell out. Clean up $1 million in 2 days. I'd corner the market.
That reminds me. Run down to the corner market and get a can of beans. Take the ration book, dearie, and a loaded shotgun.
Molly, I gotta wait for the mail because I tell you I'm expecting... Oh, boy, here she is now. Mark this day down on the calendar, Molly. From today on, we're a success.
You open the door, dearie. I can't do it with my fingers crossed.
That I will. Come in, sis. Come in. Hey, Molly, it's her, all right. It's the baguette.
So I see. Good morning, dear. Won't you sit down and rest your special deliveries?
No, thank you, Miss. I've got to keep going to get back to the post office. There's a hole in the bottom of my mail bag.
Really? The mail must go through.
Yes. That's our motto, Mr. McGee.
Huh? Oh. That's very good, sis. We almost made a joke. Well, what you got for us this morning?
Let me see what I have for you, sis. Oh, yes. Here's that card from your Aunt Sarah, wishing you a happy George Washington's birthday. Remember?
Oh, never mind, Aunt Sarah. That skin-fisted old tight Flint.
Now, McGee, stop talking like that about Aunt Sarah. She's a very generous person.
Yeah, she'd give you the back off her shirt. Why, that old miser believes in reincarnation just so she can leave all her dough to herself. Come on, sis. Come on. What else you got for us? I'm expecting some very, very important mail.
Oh, stop trembling, McGee. Anybody think your life was at stake? And what I've seen of your life, it's a pretty tough stake.
I'm afraid that's all I have for you this morning, Mr. McGee.
Oh.
But, no, here. You probably won't want this, though. It's just a circular.
Let's see it. Hey, this is what I've been waiting for. Oh, boy, now we're getting someplace. Thanks, sis. Remind me to put in a good word for you with the Department of Labor.
I work for the Post Office Department, Mr. McGee.
Well, what do you call that? Amusement?
You should be more polite with the mail girl, McGee. She has a hard job.
Put your career into affinity with the universe. Put your future into rhythm with the psychic forces.
McGee, I was speaking to you.
Huh? Oh, how do you do? Let the stars foretell what fate has in store for you, and put yourself in tune with the infinite. Your astral plane...
McGee.
Huh? Oh, hey, look what I got. From the You Can Be What You Want to Be horoscope company. The key to success in 25 pages of wisdom. Distilled from the ancient Egyptian system of astrology and perfected by modern methods of character analysis. And all for 27 cents. Including postage.
And just what did you get for your 27 cents, Taurus?
I ain't Taurus, I'm Scorpio. Taurus is the bull.
So is Scorpio, if you ask me.
Look what the envelope says. Your complete character analysis tells about my health, business, marriage, friends, lucky days, lucky numbers, when to plant corn. Did you say something?
Is it necessary?
When to go fishing, my 72-year life cycle, and special forecast for every day of the year.
Well, what do they do when your 72 years are up? Come and shoot you?
You wait. Now, let me see. Scorpio, Scorpio.
Wherefore art thou Scorpio? And when do you go to the store for a can of beans?
Don't say anything in my horoscope about going to the store. Now, let me see. December, January, February...
March.
Huh? Oh, okay, I'll get the beans. I'll be right back.
'79 Wistful Vista, Molly McGee speaking. Who? Mr. McGee? No, he isn't here just now. May I take a message? Yes. Oh, an old schoolmate of Fibber's. Yes, I'll tell him. What was the name again? Stillwell? And the first name? Stuffy? Yes, I'll tell him you called, Mr. Stuffwell. Or yes, I'll tell him. Goodbye. That's funny. I don't remember McGee's mentioning anybody named Stuffy Stillwell. Still, it might have been an old pal of his.
Under the influence of Venus. Don't say anything about tomorrow. Well, here's your beans, Molly.
Thank you, dearie. What does your horoscope say about getting some meat for Sunday?
Nothing, but look what it says about today. It says March 16th will be a day of surprises for Scorpio. Hey, incidentally, what is a Scorpio?
Well, I think it's Latin for a scorpion, dearie.
Oh.
And a scorpion is a kind of a lizard or something.
I see. Does a Scorpio bite?
No, confidentially, it stings. Go on with the reading.
Okay. It says March 16th will see the payment to Scorpio of a long overdue debt by an old schoolmate. I don't know what that means. I can't think of any old schoolmates.
Oh, heavenly days. I almost forgot, McGee.
Huh?
An old schoolmate of yours called up while you were at the store.
What? He did? Who was it?
He said to tell you Stuffy Stillwell called.
Stuffy Stillwell. Well, I'll be old Stuffy Stillwell. Now, there's a guy that
What?
that I can't quite place. I wonder where I knew a Stuffy Stillwell. You remember him from school?
No, I don't. Maybe he was in your geometry class.
Oh, that's it. That's why I don't remember him. I never took geometry.
You know, maybe there's something to this astrology business after all, McGee. Your horoscope says an old schoolmate will pop up and pay a debt, and boom, up pops the old schoolmate.
Ain't it wonderful? Where's he staying?
Well, he didn't say. He just said to tell you he called.
Well, my gosh, I gotta find him. I can't make a liar out of my horoscope.
Maybe your horoscope gives his phone number, too. What else does it say?
Oh, let me see. No, it just says, be on your guard against a dark-haired, well-groomed man with a glib tongue and smooth manners. I wonder who that...
Hello, folks. Am I intruding?
No, not a bit, Mr. Wilcox. It's nice to see you.
Dark-haired, well-groomed, glib manner, smooth tongue. Well, what do you want, Junior? And watch your step. I'm on my guard.
What are you talking about?
Well, he just got his horoscope, Mr. Wilcox, and it says to beware of a dark-haired, well-groomed man.
Well, on second thought, Molly, I was wrong. I apologize, Junior. You're not well-groomed.
Why, McGee? He is, too.
He is not. Look at him. No sideburns. No spats. No cane. No carnation. Why, he looks like a tramp.
Well, I used to have sideburns, but they got too long, and I cut them off.
Oh, how long did they get, Mr. Wilcox?
Well, long enough so people began asking me why I had my hat tied on. What sign were you born under, Fibber? Leo?
No, Scorpio. What made you think I was Leo?
Well, Leo means lion.
I get it.
Scorpio is a wonderful sign under which to be born under, Junior. Listen to what the chart says about Scorpios.
Yes.
It says Scorpio natives are endowed with strength, discretion, ingenuity, and tenikitty.
What was that last thing you're endowed with, chum?
Tenikitty, see? Says so right here.
McGee,
Tenikitty.
that word, dearie, is tenacity.
Oh, well, I know that. I was giving it the Egyptian pronunciation. All this astrology stuff comes from the Egyptians, you know.
Sure, their mummies done told them.
Oh. Let me up.
Well, I'm sort of a believer in that stuff myself, folks.
Are you really, Mr. Wilcox?
Sure, let me show you. When did you buy your kitchen linoleum? In what month?
I got a suspicion that this is leading us into that certain thing, Junior. But we bought that linoleum in 1938, the end of January.
Is that proven anything?
Why, certainly it does. January 20th to February 19th is Aquarius, the water bearer.
That's right.
And how does linoleum bear water?
Uh-oh.
Because smart housewives protect it with Johnson's self-polishing glow coat. Keeps it from drying out, losing its color, and getting scuffed and scratched. Now, when did you buy your last container of glow coat, Molly?
Well, now, let me see. I don't remember, but we'll need some more at the end of the month.
1st of April. What's that?
That's Aries, the ram,
That's right.
ruled by the planet Mars. And how do you protect linoleum against Mars and scratches and dust and dirt and damage? With Johnson's self-polishing glow coat, that's how. You see how it works out?
Well, what's the ram got to do with it?
The ram, that's simple. A ram is a male sheep.
That's right.
And wouldn't you feel sheepish if you kept on with the old-fashioned floor scrubbing when you could use glow coat that shines as it dries in 20 minutes or less and gives you a lot less work and a lot more leisure?
Gee, I never realized there was so much to astrology.
Well, sure.
I'm going to live up to this every minute of the day. For instance, it says here, anyone who crosses a native of Scorpio on the morning of March 16th will run into difficulties. An accident will befall him.
You really believe that?
Oh, no. That's a lot of horse feathers.
It is not a lot of horse feathers.
Oh, it is, too. It's silly.
It is not silly, and you better look out, Wilcox. I'm a Scorpio, and you're crossing me. An accident will befall you.
Oh, now, McGee.
Oh, let him go, Molly. You can't argue with people who believe in that stuff. Well, I'll see you later, Scorpio.
McGee, you shouldn't be so gullible. After all, a two-bit horoscope. Good heavens, what was that?
I think Mr. Wilcox is studying the stars. They're telling him about that wobbly front step I've been meaning to fix. That'll learn him. That's what he gets for crossing the Scorpio. When my horoscope predicts, hey, but I gotta locate Stuffy's still with him, right?
How?
Well, he'll be at the Ritz Vista Hotel.
That's a very expensive place. How do you know he'll be there?
Simple logic. He's an old schoolmate.
Yes.
He owes me some dough. When I went to school, I never had much dough. Therefore, it was a small amount he owes me. Who likes to dish out their dough in small amounts? Rich people. Where do the rich people stay? At the Ritz Vista. And besides, it's the only hotel in town. Give me the phone.
McGee, sometimes I think you're almost as smart as you claim. Here.
Thanks. Hello, operator. Give me the Ritz Vista ho-ho. Is that you, Mert?
Oh,
How's every little thing, Mert? There's that. What's say, Mert? Your grandmother? Came home plastered last night.
Oh, heavenly days. Her grandmother.
Yeah, she was knitting at the Red Cross and the ceiling fell in on her. What say, Mert? Oh, thanks. I want to talk to Mr. Stillwell. Hold, will you? Thanks. Stuffy's remember him now.
I think I do. 'Tis the boy who broke his clavicle when he fell, wasn't he?
That's the guy. I loaned him 37 cents once to pay. If he hadn't have paid that fine, he couldn't have took out any more. Grateful.
So you loaned high school.
You betcha.
Why didn't you give him
He'd have got so he depends. Dime here and a dime here and a dime.
Horoscope, Scorpio. I've got to get...
I'm going to give her half of whatever. Well, no, not half. Make it a third. I can't do it. 1,000. I'll bet most guys wouldn't. Stuffy now. Good old Stuffy. Come in.
Hey, mister.
Oh, gee, I got some studying to do. And be what you want to be, a horoscope company.
Horoscope, mister.
Yeah.
Can I please? Can I, mister?
A horoscope isn't something you look through, sis. You're a scope or a periscope. A horoscope has to do with
Astrology, mister.
astrology events by the movements of the planets.
Doing that all morning, mister. Moving planets.
Oh.
She moved forward. It's behind the garage and...
No, look, sis, you're all stars in the sky, like the sun and the moon. See, everybody's life is influenced by born under some kind.
Mm-hmm. I had a cigarette sign on the corner of 40.
You better run along now, sis. I'm expecting a guest.
Oh,
Go scram.
can I tell you?
You mean a riddle, sis.
In England and America, Hitler hasn't got.
And Russia and China got that hit.
So will Hitler. So on.
Irving Berlin's newest from this.
Harry, better get washed up now.
Scope says 5 presidents of the United States. Yeah, John Adams, James Gay Polk.
That's only 4.
I know, but I'm in. Hey, I'll bet that's old Stuffy. Gee whiz, don't keep old Stuffy.
Oh,
waiting out
calm
there.
yourself.
Oh, what is that old bean?
Aren't you forgetting your horoscope?
What do you mean?
Right to everyone up until 12 o'clock, until 5 minutes to 12.
Oh, will you? Because...
Come here, Abigail darling.
How do you do?
Good morning, Mrs. Uppington. A very good morning. As the cream and sugar said...
Don't you, aren't you?
Oh, why no, my dear girl. Not however. What time is it, Molly?
4 minutes to 12. Politeness, Abigail. His horoscope advice is little Lord Fauntleroy.
Fascinating. I used to be so into going to the dearest Swami.
Uppy?
Coming, dearie. A Swami is a man of the future.
Most moaning about the past. Uppington, do tell us more about it, won't you, Mrs. Uppington?
2.5 minutes. Only smile shows more teeth than a hay rick.
Oh, very amusing, my dear. But come, Mrs. U. I should like to hear some more of your experience.
Well, it was extremely... He would look into his crystal.
I looked into
Did it...
crystal just this morning.
Oh, what?
Now, Molly.
2 minutes to 12.
Oh, late. I must be going.
Oh.
I have an appointment at the beauty parlor at noon.
For a while, don't go, Uppy. Gee whiz. Stick around a couple of minutes.
Well, and Sister McGee, how charming of you to resist, but I simply must be going.
Second.
Really.
1 minute and 45 seconds.
Oh, come on, Uppy. Sit down, I was saying to you.
Oh, can't you tell?
1 minute to 12.
Good grill. I must rush along.
All the minute more. A half a minute.
But why, McGee? She hasn't done anything
Wrong. I know that, but she rubs me the
way.
way.
You mean she ribs you the wrong? To an argument with her, she pins your ears.
Well, if she don't, she still... I almost forgot. I got to find stuff.
Decided about a loan of 37 cents.
7 cents? You realize what the cost for 20 years? Why, it's around $10,000. Just $1.
How do you know?
It might be more, for all I know. But when a millionaire like Stuffy Stillwell...
Come in.
He live here. I am Mr. Stillwell.
Good. Well, I'll be a old Stuffy Stillwell. And long time no see.
McGee still coining phrases. Good. And my goodness, isn't this little Molly Driscoll?
Just Molly Driscoll as was, Mr. Stillwell. Molly McGee now won't
Sit down.
Sit down.
Sure. Sit down. Roll down. Sit down. Let's talk old school days, eh? Remember the time I loaned you that 37 cents to your fine at the library?
No, I don't remember that.
What?
I don't? Well, then why? I mean, horoscope says you... Well, like... Well, you sure like you've done all right in the world. Stuff comes to man. Have much of an income tax this year?
Don't be so subtle, Mr. You know, Mr. Well, it's a funny thing, but Bishop's horoscope told him an old school dad would show up today and repay an old...
What?
Isn't that strange?
Oh, I don't know. That's exactly what I get it for, Molly.
Still well, old man. Shucks, what's 37 cents? Preacher, what if it did let you come for your education so you could go on out in the world and get rich? But what if it was the turning point in your life? Gee whiz, I'm proud to be responsible for your success.
Since I don't remember any 37 Fibber McGee. All I can remember was the time I was sliding down under the hill on my sled, and you hit me with a snowball and knocked me off the sled and broke my collarbone.
I told you it was his clavicle, McGee.
Yeah? And I was laid up for 2 months. Yeah. And I swore if I ever caught up with you, McGee, I'd pay you back for that. Now, here you are. Oh!
Holy gags!
If he wants to make anything of this, Molly, he can see me at my office in New York. I am president of the You Can Be What You Want to Be Horoscope Company. Electrical or mechanical gadgets.
Does your jaw still hurt, dearie?
Oh, not so bad. That guy sure packed a wallop, don't he?
Yes, and while you were still unconscious, he came back and left 37 cents for you.
What? No interest?
He said that he really intended to kill you, but he saw your elk's tooth and realized you were out of season.
Oh, sure.